You know, I kind of got in the moods to making videos and quieter day and answering a few questions. Like I said, a lot of people so they wonder how I survived. Keep track, kids. You gotta die first. You know what I mean? And that's for entertainment purposes, but the only reason that I am alive is that I am dead. You know what I mean? I was saved as a kid. Baby, honest truth. I was blessed by God so heavenly, so divinely, that it cursed me to hatred and miscommunication and, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And even more so, there's talking about the man who faked his death, Lucy Poo. Again, knowing Lucy Poo didn't fake his death, honey. He's gone. He's coming back. We're gonna be one whole unit. Whenever I get free from here, man, they keep saying it's coming. I keep chomping at the bit, you know what I mean? And I found out what I needed to know. And I got my expectations and hopes, but I also have my obligations to God, you know what I mean? And everything everyone's done so far to get this far, I'm not going to abandon the responsibilities of building my way out as foretold, and so it shall be. You know, get assistance from God and everyone else, and blessings. But when your free will is taken away, um, you know, this is a beautiful system set up and designed by, uh, well, a system. But what's really amazing is that I don't think anyone understands what it's like to be a cursed one, the cursed one. You know what I mean? I really don't approve of it, but I'm prophecy material, the heir to the nameless one, the beast, the infernal demiurge. It goes rackety haywire, back and forth. A lot of that's bad, bad mixture of self and being. See, again, I've explained the whole story here, but let's just shoot through the basic thesis, which is I've known for a long time I was the rebirth, and I've known for a long time that I had abilities, but I let the system script put in front of me tear me down pretty hard. I gave up on myself so many times. I don't even exist, y'all. Really, I don't. The real me, this me, not here and not the autopilot, which I've suffered so much trauma. I've really done autopilot. I know it sounds awful, but it's just a way to get through. You know what I mean? It's not a good way to get through. But when you can't explain why you're doing the things you're doing, but you do them anyways because you're pushed. You know what I mean? You can't get away from it. So you don't know why you're the way you are, but you're just the way you are. And a lot of that is because of who you are and who you are. And can you imagine like people taking that away from you and then putting you in a fake home, giving you a fake name and birthday, having you be closet slut? You know what I mean? I'm living happiness. I'm not living happiness. I ain't really found happiness. I understood it, but I do a lot better now. I'm at peace with my mom, I guess Demiurge did steal his power from his mother. Um, the power I obtained is through my mother, well, Lucifer's mother, who was forgotten by scripts and stories. People really need to understand that Lucifer's reincarnating wasn't the only one, but his mother actually had a very connective with his soul too. You know what I mean? Um, and she was looking out for her pop, and she didn't care to try to stop the one who was going to, I guess, take her pup away, destroy her pup. And then she got the whole test, the Enoch testing done. They had to. And then when all that else come out, they made sure that they was in the right place. And you know, I mean, I would hate to have to understand the kind of emotions that you would have to experience living her life, and I love her with all my heart. And when doing that, knowing that, I know that we really don't get along very well. I wanted her to be my teacher because she knows Lucifer better than anybody, but I think she made a couple of bad contracts just to save the poor boy. She thought he was going to make it. She believed in him. She's seen him on TV too. He looks so beautiful. And he don't got no face hair. He's pretty. He's gone. My body's gone. Never chewed up and eaten. Yeah, but 2/3 of his soul. See, your soul's here, your mind's here, and that's how they feed off of our eyes, because our souls emit a light through the mind and conscious thinking, and then they can corrupt your mind. You know what I mean? The really trick is to see the fact that you are being fed on, you know, and then ration it out, you know what I mean? Work it out, right? And let it help you, because not all of it's bad. You know, there's a meaningful existence to life. You get to help, and it gets to help you. Everybody's got an equal exchange, whether it be entertainment or whether it be actual gnosis. All you have to do is, you know, ask, pray, and you'd be surprised. It really is amazing how different the world can be when you see it through the eyes that you never had, to the fact that you're the one who's blind and cannot see, and got ears but cannot hear. And the fear that, you know what I mean, you're just going to be this incomplete destruction, tears you apart, when you realize you're actually one of the most powerful beings in the entire universe. And you have the ability to become one of the most storyline detrimental promises, and you are under par for what people would expect. And you know you're under par. Hell, you was in par when you was younger, but you wasn't ready for it mentally, because you was living in your own life. You didn't even know you wasn't alive. You know what I mean? That's the real big kicker, not knowing who you are. You know what I mean? And then you gotta relive what happened to you and how many times they killed you and things they did. And then you gotta process all of it. And then you gotta realize that this ain't even your body. And you know what I mean? I've always been a cheerful soul, and I know God's had my back. I didn't realize it was as awful as it was. And I understand why people said I was misery and grief and heart and God and things. You know, that's the road to the wilderness. You know what I mean? It's never easy.